is Indigo Waves ASMR. You are here. Welcome to the craft room. This evening I invite you to join me on the mini made-from-scratch crafting journey of the Cottage of Indigo. This is a very entailed project that took me a few days to make, which compared to my mini greenhouse journey where I used a kit with directions, this project I made without a plan and no directions. I had an image in my head of what I wanted the cottage to look like and what it needed to have. I plan to use this as a prop for the channel, and I want to keep the rest a surprise for all of you. This will be the home to Indigo, a green witch that lives deep within the forest within this cottage. Indigo is calming, sincere, and helpful to those needing to relax, heal, and rest. I will be starting out by showing all of the supplies that I got so far. I got these wooden platforms as a base. It came as a 2-pack, which I love for a future project. I found this terracotta effect acrylic paint at the craft store and just fell in love with it. I have always liked the terracotta look, and I love these 2 colors it comes in. The red I will use on the inside, and the tan one I will use on the outside. I also got some golden glitter to put in places because what's a cottage without some sparkles? I got some terracotta clay to make the actual cottage. I got 2 packages just in case I need a lot. I also found this big bag of river rocks at the store. I was reluctant to buy this bag of rocks. I don't really like to buy rocks, but I figured it would be cleaner, if anything, and much easier. I love the look of river rocks because they appear warmer in color to me, which looks really good with the tan terracotta look. It really fits the whole cottage theme too, and there's plenty of different rocks in here to choose from. So I started out painting the one wooden plank black, and I plan to work the clay onto it somehow. This is 2 coats of just acrylic black paint. It has some really small sparkles in it, of course. Here are some tools I will be using. I found a really good clay tool kit on Amazon, and it came with a whole bunch of tools. I watched some videos on how to work with clay and the tools involved because I haven't worked with clay since like 3rd grade in school. I also have a small bowl and a cup of water because I'm going to mix them together so I can seal the clay and prevent cracks. Just add a couple little bits to the bowl and a little water, and you mix it up with a fork. So I'm going to roll this out with a rolling pin, measure the size that I need, and cut off what I don't need to make the floor of the foundation. Here I made the foundation in the beginning to the creation of the walls. The foundation is nice and sturdy. I'm going to make a design on the floor while it's still able to take form. Then we'll use this tool to smooth it all out. We don't want it to be lumpy because it needs to be even for the furniture later that I'll be placing inside. I'm going to form some little trees and branches, smooth it out. And there you go. Beautiful. Here I'll use this tool to make some dimples and then smooth them out. Wow, it looks great, and it was very easy to do. I added 2 more layers of the wall. Not sure what I want to do in the front yet, but I'm beginning to plan for windows in the front door. I added a little more of the wall layering here. So far, it's taking me several hours. This video is actually from the early morning hours of the next day. That is how long I worked on it, literally all night until the sun came up. But I am a night owl, have no worries. I'm used to it. There is the morning sun twinkling through the trees. I added some river rocks up here, maybe just to give it some stability. I put more up front, filled in some of those spaces, added more rocks over here, and have made the cutout for the windows. I placed some river rocks on the bottom to add to the cottage effect. Pretty much just used some hot glue and dabbled them along the foundation. I made a fireplace out of some of the river rocks and just used some hot glue. I will be using this paint to cover the outside walls as the clay is now dry several hours later. I like the natural color of the clay, but this color is closer to the idea that I'm thinking of. Inside, I will use the warm red terracotta paint. I really love this color. It's so warm, welcoming. It's just really fitting for this little cottage. Alright, and that's about covered. This little cottage is really coming along. I will probably have to do another coat of the red after it dries. Let's skip ahead to one of the windows I made. It took me quite a while to figure out, and I did use some of the plastic sheets that came with the greenhouse kit. I figured it would be a realistic touch to some of the windows and act as glass. I'm using moss to create not only the cottage look, but also some insulation, and it helps everything be even, which will be important for later on in this crafting journey. That fits just right in there. It's really snug. I'll glue down some more moss to make a good shape to the window. One piece at a time. I have 2 big bags of moss I got from the craft store. It's really good quality. It's even dyeing my fingers yellow and green a little bit. I am loving this look. It's perfect. Here is the front door, and it actually works. Let's take a look inside so far. There's not much in here, but there will be. Here are some of the phases of the roof that I made out of sticks and bark I found outside in the nature around me. It fits perfectly and is very sturdy. There are beams and areas to look inside on the top sides. I will be adding a lot of moss to this roof shortly. I added some stick shelves and support for the lights I glued down around the perimeter of the inside of the cottage. Oh, just look at them. They're so cute. I'm going to add some more moss and make some things to put up on the shelves. I want to try to cover up most of the wires, but I do like the copper wire look, so I'll leave some to stick out. The Cottage of Indigo stepping stone needs golden sparkles. It shows guests that this place is magical, it's warm, welcoming, a safe place. It's unique and very special to the forest and nature around it. It is a very sacred and tranquil cottage that invites everyone in to relax, rest, and restore themselves freely. found a unique pine cone, put together some sticks, placed some stones, added more moss, and got very busy on the inside of the cottage. There's a lot going on in here. Let's sweep off some of the dust. And take a look inside. There's a kitchen with a small cauldron brewing the green witch's potions of kindness into the sacred shelves. There is a shelf of crystals and rocks gathered on previous journeys. A cozy bed for travelers. A beautiful fountain, a mossy roof with areas to peek inside. Seeing stowed away jars of food and the magical staff of Indigo. The legend has it this staff has lived for centuries, healing people along the way. The lighting really makes this place so cozy. All of the little objects, hidden meanings, they are all here waiting to tell a story. The magical seashells and crystals on display. This warm, soft bed with the window of peace above it, here to cure all that is unwell. This is the Cottage of Indigo. It is beautiful, sacred, and very sparkly. I love that you can see into the cottage from here. Legend says that the beautiful fountain also holds strong magical powers that emulate positivity and longevity. Let's go inside and look at the completed cottage. This adorable cottage belongs to Indigo, as one with nature and coexists with everything around it. After several hours of dedication, the cottage has allowed the beginning of the story to start. It is truly an inspiration. It is made from basic materials and molded into something significantly great. Thank you for being on this journey of crafting with me. I hope you feel inspired, but also relaxed while watching the creation of the Cottage of Indigo. look forward to this cottage being in most of my major videos for the channel. Thank you for all of your support. I will see you again soon. Thank you for visiting.